Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Saraya and I'm a massage therapist with 13 years of experience. And I'm making a series about all the things I wish you knew for basic health care from a massage therapist. I'm sure that I'll get some negative feedback or some difference in opinions. However, I've been saying this literally for 13 years to all of my clients, and this is basic healthcare stuff. Things that will make your life better and just help you thrive a little bit better than what you're doing. This is for people who are very novice to their health and their bodies. I give out homework every single session to all my clients, and these are the things that I consistently harp on every single session. Some of my clients do their homework, some of them do not, but we go through it and we talk about it frequently. So I just decided it's time for me to make a video series about it because everybody should know these things. Number one, just because you stretched 2 weeks ago for 10 minutes does not mean you've been stretching, okay? Your massage therapist knows it, your body knows it. So you need to make sure that you are stretching every single day. You can do 5 minutes. I'll take 5 minutes of your time. That's all I need is 5 minutes. Go on YouTube, find a stretching routine that you like, and do it consistently so that you can release your muscles that are super tight in your problem areas. So once you get 5 minutes and you feel like you can do more, I'll take 10 minutes, 10 whole minutes of your day to change your life. Go ahead and start stretching every single day. It's definitely going to help you. Number two, chair yoga is a thing, and it is a very helpful thing, especially to open up your hips and to release low back tightness. A lot of people have no idea about chair yoga, but I always let any new stretching person know that they can try chair yoga. You don't have to get on the floor, you sit in the chair and you do basic stretching, and it helps you just relieve a lot of that sitting tightness that we have. Since we're constantly sitting on our butts all day, our hips are getting really tight, our muscles are shortening, so it's causing a lot of low back issues, a lot of groin pain. That chair yoga helps to mitigate that. So try chair yoga. Number three, we were meant to move as humans. So because most of us sit all day during our jobs now, I would like you to make sure you're getting up every couple hours to move around and do some stretching. So, like I just said in the previous tip, we are sitting, our muscles are getting shorter, we're having all these hip, back, groin issues, we're slouching, our shoulders hurt, our necks hurt. It's because we're sitting and we're not stretching. So, make sure you set an alarm. I say every 2 hours you need to get up and move around. Make sure you're drinking some water and being active for about 5 minutes. And you'll see the difference that it makes in your body and your flexibility and how you feel. Tip number 4. We have protagonist and antagonist muscle groups that are responsible for keeping us balanced. So, when you are sitting with your head down like this, looking at your phone, when you're slouching at your desk or just slouching anywhere in general, what you're doing is causing muscle groups to get tighter on one side and stretched out on the other. Your protagonist and your antagonist muscle groups are fighting for that balance to keep you up. So, for instance, when you are slouching, what you're doing is contracting these muscle groups in here, and you're stretching out these muscles back here, which causes an issue for balance, and it causes pain and discomfort for you ultimately. So what I'd like you to do is try to make sure that you're aware of the space that you're in and that you're present with your posture. Keep everything upright and try to stay balanced as possible. We are chronically dehydrated, which means that we have a lack of fluids in our body, particularly water. Water is a thing, it is necessary, and you need it to survive. You're not allergic to it, you can drink it. If you have a disdain for drinking water, you can definitely go get some electrolyte packets and sprinkle it in so you can tolerate it better if that's what you need, but you still need to drink it. It hydrates your skin, it makes you move better, you feel better, you have less brain fog. So many of your body's processes depend on water consumption, so you need to drink more of it. And that's all there is to it. I'm sorry. Number 6. I learned this tip from my nutrition coach. She is an amazing woman. And basically what she said was, when you look at your animals, they don't go and sip their water. They drink all their water at one time and they leave and they come back. And they drink all their water at one time. So what she told me to do was have 3 drinking times throughout the day. 1 in the morning, 1 at noon, and 1 around dinner time, where you drink a lot of water at one time. So for me, I drink like 2.5 to 3 cups of water in the morning when I get up. I do the same thing in the afternoon and the same thing in the evening. I'm way more hydrated when I do that. Also, I use the bathroom less because I drink my water at one time, as opposed to sipping throughout the day and having to pee all day. This knocks that out. So now you don't have an excuse not to be hydrated. Drink lots of water at one time, multiple times a day, instead of sipping small sips throughout the day. It really works, I promise. 2.5 to 3 cups might not be the thing that's for you, but that just works for me. So I don't put too much pressure on it. I drink enough till I feel sated, and then I go about my day. We do not have to make this rocket science, and it does not have to be that serious, guys. Just don't drink a gallon of water at one time, obviously, because then you're going to wash out your electrolytes and have hypernatremia. And that's not good. Not at all. So, drink in moderation, like everything else. Number 7. Sleeping on your stomach is the worst sleeping position ever. What's happening is, while you're laying there, sleeping on your face, gravity is pushing down on your lower back and causing a lot of issues with your back and your muscles and your hips. Please do not sleep on your stomach. Try sleeping on your side or your back. Also, if you are a side sleeper, make sure that you sleep with a pillow between your knees for proper spinal alignment. The same thing goes for if you're sleeping on your back. Put a pillow under your knees. It doesn't have to be it shouldn't be a super fluffy pillow. It could be a cheapy $2 Walmart pillow that goes flat super fast. You just want to make sure that you have a little bit of separation between your knees if you're on your side, and a little curve under your knees if you're on your back. It will help out and make sure that you have a better sleep and less back pain. Number 8, if you're not actually sweating, do not put salt in your water. The reason why I say this is because we have the Western diet over here. Everything is super processed and super salty. You have enough salt in your body to help you stay hydrated. You just need to drink more water, like we discussed in our previous tip. However, if you are outside and you're exercising, you're actually sweating, like sweat is leaving your body, then absolutely sprinkle a little salt in your water for better hydration. It's important. Number 9, please get a bra that fits you. Having the proper bra fitting is so important, especially if you are well endowed. And when I say well endowed, I mean anything over a C cup at this point. You need to have the bra that has 3 to 4 clasps in the back and the thick straps that hold them up in the air, because that's going to help you with your slouching issues, with your back pain, with your pec issues. The bra is important. I know we want to be cute and wear the ones with a little tube clasp in the back, but what are they supporting? They're not supporting anything. So you have your special occasion sexy bra, and then you have your everyday 5-6 clasp in the back bra to hold those things up in the air so that you can go and live a great life. Okay? Thank you. Number 10, take better care of your feet. You only get one organic pair of feet, so it's important that you are taking care of them. Your muscles and your feet are always tight. You walk all day long. You put all your body weight on your feet all day long. Appreciate them better. Get foot massages. You can get a foot massager yourself. Roll your feet on a tennis ball. Stretch out your foot muscles. You can find foot stretching videos on YouTube also. It's a wealth of knowledge. But please take better care of your feet, because once you start to get plantar fasciitis and have all these foot pains, then you'll be wishing that you did better. And I would hate for you to get to that point in order to recognize that your feet are equally as important as the rest of your body. Number 11, a tennis ball can be your best friend, or a lacrosse ball, or a spiky ball. Any of these small balls that are portable, you can take with you and you can roll your muscles out with them. So what you would do is you would put a tennis ball behind your back, like, behind your shoulder blades in this area. You lean up against the wall and you just roll it. Roll the tennis ball around. It's amazing for that instant relief that you can get from using that technique. You can also roll your forearms if your forearms are tight. You just take the tennis ball, put it on a solid surface, and roll your forearm on it to roll that muscle out. You can roll your feet on the tennis ball. The tennis ball can go on your glutes. It can go on your lower back. There's so many applications for using a tennis ball to release your muscles. It's a game changer. So I always recommend taking the tennis ball with you anywhere you go, just in case you get in a bind. Number 12, if you are on a long road trip, you need to make sure that you're stretching. When you get out for gas, when you are in the car, stretch. You have to keep moving your body because remember, our muscles are getting tight. If you're on a long plane ride, you need to make sure that you're getting up every 4 hours to walk around so that you don't get DVT, deep vein thrombosis, which is a blood clot that can go to your lungs and potentially kill you. That would be tragic. So make sure that you're getting up and you're moving around. It's super important for blood flow. It's super important for your muscles. Make sure that you're doing what you need to do for your body. That's what this whole thing is about. Number 13, a lot of our back pain comes from our quadratus lumborum. This is a muscle group that is not really discussed a lot, and I don't know why, but it's super important. Basically, it's the muscle group that runs directly under your erector spinae. Those are the thick bands that run parallel to your spine. Your quadratus lumborum is in your lower back and it's directly under them. So a lot of times when you feel that band that's pulling across your lower back, it's because of your QLs. They're tightening down. And what they do is they cause that low back pressure. Also, they can cause groin pain and hip pain. So you need to make sure that you're looking into stretching your QLs out all the time because they're really, really important. Number 14, make sure that you are breathing deeply. We do a lot of shallow breaths, which is not good at all for our health or our bodies. When you breathe shallow, you don't get enough oxygen, so you're tired, your muscles tighten down, and you have poor circulation. So make sure every couple seconds you're just thinking about, how am I breathing? How am I breathing? How am I breathing? And if you know you're not breathing well enough, just stop, take a really deep breath, and sigh it out. It feels amazing, and also it helps you just kind of recalibrate. Just making sure that your breath is on point and that you are feeling good. There are way more tips, but these are just the basics that I wanted to get you started with. If you follow these few tips, you should be on your way to a much better feeling body and just much better wellness in general. I hope that this helps. And of course, anybody can use these tips, whether you're super advanced, because once we get up to a certain point, we forget about the small stuff. We always forget about the basics, but it always comes back to the basics. The basics are the building blocks to life, the building blocks to everything. So come back to the basics and start over. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. Create a great day.